This is for my musicians that are already generating income. If you're not generating income and eventually you will, then you can use this. This is just to help to create additional income. I'm sure that y'all have heard of Royalty Exchange and other platforms such as Royalty Exchange. This allows the copyright owner to sell the copyright or a piece of the copyright for a one-time transaction, right? So I've done this on my own. I have a record label. I have about 6 active artists and over 20 artists that I've released. So some of these artists are doing big numbers. I always knew that I could do this and that I would do this. I just never did. But I made it a priority at the beginning of this year in 2022 in January. So what I did was I sold certain percentages of songs that were generating income, right? I didn't sell the whole thing. If anything, I sold anywhere from 5% to tops 15%. So look, here's the thing. So the way that you determine what the valuation of the copyright is, it's the same way that you would determine a company's stock. I don't know if you're familiar with the stock market, like Tesla. It's the fundamentals, right? So the way that you determine what your copyright is worth is by using the PE ratio, the price earnings ratio. So basically, let's say you have a song, right? It's called Kick It. I don't know. And Kick It in the last 12 months generated, let's say $1,000, right? So then you add the multiples, and the multiples are anywhere from 2 times all the way up to 15 times. 2 times is basically saying that there's really no evidence that it's going to continue to grow, whether it's the artist and what his future looks like, or any reasons saying that it's not looking like there's any growth, right? So it would only be times 2. So really, it would be worth $2,000. And if you want to go all the way closer to the 15x, that's to say, like, the artist is someone, this artist is growing, the song is consistently growing from the last 12 months. Like, you have all of these, great outlooks, just like a company stock. The company has a great outlook. So that's why the stock's evaluation is can be overpriced sometimes, is what they say, just like how they said Tesla was, which it wasn't. And, so it continues to go. But the point is, so if that song's $1,000, but everything is looking good, that in the last 12 months it made $1,000 and everything is looking good for that artist, then really that song is worth $15,000. And you could sell, if you want, just 50% or whatever you want. Make $7,500. And that's called raising capital. It's the same way that companies, raise capital and sell stock. It is a corporate practice, and you can do it. I made $7,000. I wanted to make a part 2 to touch on the last video that I made about as far as artists or any copyright owner selling percentages of the copyright to raise capital. I know a lot of artists are going to be in an artist mindset if that's the only mindset that they have, and that goes against the whole thing, or that's dumb to sell any part of your your asset, your copyright. But what they fail to realize is, like I said, this is a corporate practice. These companies, in order to raise capital, they will sell stock, which is 15-20% of their company, and it's out there for stocks for shareholders. And this is a corporate practice. This is not stupid. It's probably, if you don't have to do it, then fine. But at the end of the day, everyone does it because you raise capital and you put it right back into your company to grow the company. We've got to start thinking like big business.